You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station. 89.3 is WKKC. This is Focus Talk, the thought-provoking, solution-oriented talk show daring to make a difference in our communities. We're talking on a regular basis. Why? Because the answers really matter. What are we talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're talking about religion, education, history, and a great deal of things. However, today we're talking to a great group of people. Oh, by the way, my name's Dennis Snipe. We are talking to a great group of young people from Lindblom High School. So we're going to start with Gabby, who is to my left. You can't see me, so it really doesn't matter. So we're going to start with Gabby, and then we're going to go around the room with introductions. Give me your name and let me know why you're here today.
Hi, my name's Gabby Morales, and I am here today to talk about our organization, MoneyLYFE.
Okay.
My name is Kiyama. I'm here today to talk about MoneyLYFE and help people know more about it.
Hello, my name is Samuel Mesa, and I'm here to talk about solutions for the community.
Hey guys, I'm Chima, and I'm also here with MoneyLYFE to talk more about financial education and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm their coach, Gina Kaniva from Lindblom. I'm a teacher librarian there, and I coach this amazing team, and I'm just here to talk about how wonderful of a job they're doing.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone to 89.3 WKKC. Welcome to Focus Talk. And I am so very happy that you're here today. First of all, tell me about MoneyLYFE. What is the program all about? What does it do?
So we are a part of the Aspen Challenge, which asks 20 high schools in a specific city to take on pressing issues in their community. And this year it's Chicago. And we were fortunate enough, our high school, Lindblom, to be one of the 20 high schools. And we went to an opening forum where they presented us with 6 challenges that are the most dominant in the communities of the high schools. And there were different challenges they were to take on. And the one that stood out to us as a group was financial education, financial literacy. And that is why, that is what we are about. That's where MoneyLYFE started. That's where it was created from.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's very good. So, Samuel, can you tell me as to why the 4 of you were chosen?
Well, the 4 of us were chosen. I don't know exactly about everyone else, but I know that I was chosen because I'm someone who likes to talk and I like to help other people out.
Okay. All right. Oh, no. Now, Kiyama, now, do you like money specifically? Or, well, everyone likes money. That's a dumb question. Everyone likes money, but the study of money or how to save money or some of those aspects, was that all part of the program?
Yes, we wanted to help the community learn how to save money, how to save for college funds, and even not just our peers, adults in the community too, to learn how to invest their money and, be able to use their money in ways that are useful instead of spending them on fees and things that's just taken away from, what they already have.
Okay. So now, Chima, give me some information as to what you would do in the organization. For example, let's say that you are preparing to teach people more, give them more information about money. How does it go? Is there a classroom setting, or do you go from door to door, or what's the dynamic?
So we're aimed at young people, our peers, but we also like to reach out to the community of Inglewood, the community that we're helping. And just recently, we went to Earl Elementary School, which is a school stationed in Inglewood, and we talked to both parents and students about the importance of saving, the importance of bank accounts, the importance of avoiding currency exchanges and their hidden fees. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of both. We go to places, and people also come to us because we hosted another bank fair at our school, Lindblom, and then also another one at Earl. So we're kind of very active.
Okay. So, Coach Gina, can I book you and say, hey, I want you to come to my school or to my church and talk to the young people about money? I want you to talk to some of the adults about money. How does that work?
So I think that's where we want this organization to go. Like if we were getting people to make appointments with us or something like that. But their original idea was to hold bank fairs on parent report card pickup night and to get with banks, like to communicate with banks and connect with them. like Marquette Bank, U.S. Bank, and Chase in the area, and then they would come to the bank fairs. So the one at Earl, the principal, really welcomed us with open arms, and we saw 125 people. And then basically we were, it was like really Chima and I think Gabby were doing like the financial like literacy and a lot of the information to give out. But we also did like, in order for, I think, people to trust us, like, are they trying to sell us something? We were doing, we were giving away our wristbands, buttons. We were also giving away, we had written into the grant with the Aspen Challenge to give away money. If they brought in a currency exchange fee, we wrote that into the grant so they could actually see the money they were losing by going there instead of to a bank. So we would love it if that was the way that I think that's the next step for our organization. So we held the bank fair there, and then we held one, like he said, at our school. And then these kids actually went back to Earl and taught a lesson to 8th graders, about a 50-minute lesson about needs and wants and why it's important to talk to your parents about having a savings account. Because what we found is that the kids who were presenting there, they said, yeah, we have savings accounts. And the kids in the class said, like, why do you have one and I don't? Like, it was kind of interesting for the kids in the class to see, like, oh, this is something I can have. I don't think they knew that they could even have that. Like, wow. So I think that it was eye-opening for our population and for Earls to be like, this is something I should be talking to my parent about. Mm-hmm. So that's what we wanted to shift.
So, Kiyama, what has the response been or the reaction with some of your peers when you're talking to them about money and saving your money? What has their reaction been?
A lot of our peers are excited to learn this new information, and they also go back to their parents, bring their parents, and tell their parents about these things too. So our peers are very engaged with us, and they're actively doing things to change, some of the habits they have into better habits.
Okay.
Yes. Right. Sorry to interrupt, but even this Friday we had a pep rally at our high school where we got the chance. They allowed our fellow classmates. They allowed us to present what we were, our organization, what we've accomplished in front of them. And they were so accepted. They were really engaged about it, really proud of us for what we were taking on and stuff. So that was really nice to see that they were supporting us through all of this.
Okay. Now, Samuel, what do you want people to go away knowing, believing, or understanding about MoneyLYFE?
Well, one thing I want them to know about MoneyLYFE is that we're not in this for ourselves. We're in it to help the community. It's not all about us. It's about everyone else knowing what they need to do in order to better their lives.
Okay. That's really great. So now, what have you learned individually? Let's start over here with Chima. What have you learned for your own personal interests or that would better you as a young person?
Well, originally, I didn't know that I could have a checking account or anything like that. But I just now am realizing that I could have had a checking account at 13, and I'm 16 already, and I still don't have one because I just now learned about all these bank account student benefits for them, mm-hmm. and it's really interesting to me. It's a real eye opener, I guess. Because, hey, if I can save this early, how come no one else is? And I really want to make sure that everybody knows you can start early and it'll help you better in the future.
Definitely. Now, Gabby, has there been things that you've learned since you've been a part of MoneyLYFE that you didn't know before? Oh, most definitely. In the beginning, we wanted to take stuff with money. Some of these informations on all the money statistics I had no idea about. We learned specifically in Inglewood, we learned 44% of its population are below the poverty line. 72% of the community of the youth are jobless. We learned all these information. I learned the difference between a savings account and a checkings account, which I had no idea what they were before. So this organization, it really I really learned so much from it that I probably wouldn't have taken the time to learn on my own if I wasn't a part of this program. So now, has anyone brought any new information home to your parents that they did not know about, and your parents were like, wow, look at the information that my baby has brought home?
Well,
Sam?
I know my dad works in finances, so there was some information that he already knew, but he also like found out more of the numbers, more of the statistics, like how much money is taken away from people by currency exchanges that even he didn't know, although he works in finances. So that was something that was probably a little shocking for him.
Okay. What about you, Kiyama?
My dad, he didn't know some of the fees that currency exchanges charged, and he used to use them a lot, and he didn't realize, how much money was being taken away from him. And it also opened his eyes about banks, like, why would I go to a currency exchange when I can just use my money and put my money without any fees attached?
So now, outside of the fact that there are additional fees that are tacked on at a currency exchange, what's some information that you can share with me about banks, why it would be a benefit to go to a bank as opposed to going to a currency exchange? Chima?
So what we want to let people know is that banks are really the better option, because although currency exchange fees may not be that much to you at the beginning, that those fees add up and up and up. And at our Aspen forum that we went to at Soldier Field, we learned that $51 billion is taken from those fees alone in a year. And that money could have gone to the community. It could have gone to Inglewood. It could have gone to anywhere else in Chicago. And so we wanted to encourage banking and its benefits, which are they have free deposits, free withdrawals. A lot of them have no maintenance fees. And the younger that you are, the more benefits that are applied to you. And it's not just you alone, it's your parents as well. And the more people that we can bring this message to, the more people that we can get to use banks and benefit their wallet, it'll really help the community, and it'll help impoverished neighborhoods, and it'll help community, I keep saying communities, but it'll help households that are impoverished.
Okay. All right. Now, has this experience opened your eyes as far as different things that you may want to do as you're heading into college? Because let's see, we've got a couple of juniors, right?
Yeah.
And we have some other people who are still in high school as of yet. So have you begun to think about your college career and what you're going to do and the money aspect of it and so on and so forth? Gabby?
Yeah. So after the bank fairs and learning about how many people living in Inglewood, how some of their children don't have savings accounts, they never thought of like creating those for them. I thought to myself, wait, do I have a savings account? So I asked my parents and they told me, no, we never thought of it. We would just give you money as you went. And so I asked them, I was like, hey, I know that's great that you want to do that, but is it fine if there's this way that I could have a savings account for when I'm in college and stuff? I could have my money saved for when I need to buy books, my housing, classes and stuff. And so it just really like makes you think about like this, like after all like this money research and everything, like it just really made you realize how expensive everything is as you grow older and stuff. You have more like fees to pay, more bills and stuff.
Okay. All right. Now, Coach Gina, now riddle me this. Now, after all of these incredibly bright young people are gone and they've graduated, now will there be another group of people who will continue the Money Life torch?
Yeah, we're hoping that that's the sustainability piece, that we're hoping that we can start a colloquium class on Wednesday. Limloom does this kind of different thing on Wednesdays. We have colloquium, so we don't have like math or science class that they go to. They go to kind of more things that students are interested in. So we're going to pose this as one of the classes, a Money Life class or finance, whatever it is. And that's where I hope to recruit more and more students into the charge.
Now, will those classes be open to the public, or they're just open to the students of Limblom, or how will that work?
I think that would be probably run it where like the first quarter or something, we do a lot of information and teaching to the students and then reach out to the community through the students. That's kind of what they did here, is they kind of did all the research and all their planning in like 2 weeks, and then they went out into the community and paired up with people. So it was almost like by week 3 or 4, they were were out in the community, like doing a real world solution to a problem. They didn't need so much. And the instruction was pretty interesting. Like the instruction was a lot of their own inquiry and doing their own research and things that they were interested in.
Okay. So now, is there a website that individuals can visit to get more information, to kind of read up on the organization, or possibly even get more information about? Now, is it the Aspen organization or the Aspen Foundation, or?
So Kiyama could tell you all our social she's like in charge of all our social networks. So she can tell you our website and our Facebook and our Twitter. And then the Aspen Institute, the Aspen Challenge is running through next Wednesday is when they have to present at Soldier Field. But it's through the Aspen Institute that runs this challenge. But I'll let her tell you about all our social media.
Kiyama?
So we have, our website is MoneyLYFE.weebly.com, and life is spelled LYFE. And our Twitter is money_life, LYFE again. And then our Instagram is MoneyLYFE_.
Now give me all of that information once again.
Our website is MoneyLYFE.weebly.com. Our Twitter is money_life, and our Instagram is moneylife_.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Now, we are running short on time. However, before we go, if everyone can kind of give me some information as to what you're going to do as far as the next step is concerned, and then give me some closing words. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Now, Gabby, we started with you, so we're gonna start on the other end and start with Chima, and then Coach Gina's gonna give us the very last word. Chima.
So what we want to create a lasting effect. And we, as Coach Kaniva said, we want to create a finance class, and maybe not even just have that at Limblom, but like spread it across Chicago or even the nation. And if we educate our peers and the youth at an earlier age, like what we're trying to do with MoneyLYFE, I feel like that can solve the issue of poverty in not only Inglewood but worldwide. So after all of this, we want to advocate for more financial awareness and financial literacy and the importance of financing through maybe holding bank fairs occasionally every now and then, and really just interacting with the people on a person-to-person level and saying, hey, finances are important. Do you know what a savings account is?
All right. Good deal. Samuel?
Well, I know that for me, I feel like with MoneyLYFE, like our name says it all to me, because we're trying to tackle a big problem that's not just a little thing. It's something that we use in our everyday lives. So I think we need to just get more information so that we can teach and implement on what we learn, so that we can continue to make this grow and have that effect that Chima was talking about.
Okay. Kiyama?
Like Chima and Sam said, we want MoneyLYFE to grow. So we don't only want students from our school to be active in this. We also want members of the community, and hopefully as we grow, we can have volunteers and more partnerships, and we'll be able to spread all across Chicago, then eventually all across the nation.
All right. Gabby?
Yeah, so this challenge is over by next Wednesday, next week. So, but we still have so much to do. We have a upcoming bank fair with the Monroe Foundation this Saturday, April 23rd. Don't know the direction, but it's this Saturday that they asked us to be partners with them, and we're going to show them the support that the youth that we're with them. We also plan on teaching other elementary schools in Inglewood, like, McKay, hopefully Harper, other partnerships and stuff, like how we did at Earl, bring that to other elementary and high schools in Inglewood, and how they were saying, hopefully this spreads nationwide.
Sounds good. Coach Gina?
I think for me, what I've learned the most is like this idea of saving money and banking is a mindset that I kind of took for granted. It was just like instilled in me as a kid. Like I remember going to the bank with my bank book, like with my parents, like adding up how much, even a little bit of money. And you probably remember like those bank
Christmas
books.
saving fund.
Yeah, like if I had a birthday, I took some money from that. And so when we're talking to kids about that, it's like, oh no, I'm going to spend it right away. And so we even saw two kids at our school, one kid who had a currency exchange receipt and one kid who was balancing his checkbook. So you see like this wide range of awareness out there. And I think that what they're doing is or what we're doing is amazing. And I think that it just shows you the power of teenagers that sometimes we don't realize. I think sometimes teenagers get a negative reputation, they're just trouble, and they need to grow up or whatever. But I think that they have some really great ideas that we can all learn from.
All right. Sounds good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for stopping by my way, sharing some information, and then letting me know what the next wave is. So here, don't cheat me out of my pictures. After the show, we're going to take pictures so I can say that you guys were here. But I really appreciate you. And please know that the door here at Focus Talk is always open. You don't have to knock. Just come on through. So I look forward to seeing you all at the top.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, we thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station, 89.3